News Talk 640 WFNC. That's Chef Judy on the screen right there. But you got company today. So I'm going to bring all three of us on the screen right now. We also have a Chef Chris DODSON, who's here. Chris, how are you, sir?
Oh, fantastic.
Chef Judy?
I'm doing amazing.
Everybody's present and accounted for. Well, it's good to have both of you here. You, of course, are involved with Uptown Chicken and Waffles. And Chris, you are just a local chef here in Fayetteville, private chef?
That's right. I just moved back to Fayetteville from Chicago.
Okay. And both of these individuals, if you don't know, did you both win your TV thing, or you came in for what was the deal with you, Chris? Did you win yours?
I definitely did win mine. I won a few shows. I won Chopped. I won Cutthroat Kitchen. I competed on Beat Bobby Flay, and I came in 5th on 24 and 24. 24 chefs compete for 24 hours to be the last chef standing.
And you, okay. Well, tell me how you really feel about cooking. Chef Judy, how about for you?
Listen, so I competed on Cutthroat Kitchen. I've competed on Chopped. I won Supermarket Stakeout. So we are definitely Fayetteville's chefs.
You know, I have the three of us up, but I'm going to bring Kenny up by himself right now because, Kenny, I can't believe these two individuals came in here and nary a piece of food in their hands.
I was looking
So
forward
here's the deal.
to some
I
waffles.
knew you would say that. I knew you would say that. But we had a cooking class last night that went a little over time.
Okay.
And so we were just so tired. We haven't even went into work yet.
Tuckered out.
Tuckered out.
You see, I'm playing the violins here.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to bring you something back.
No, I don't want anything.
I do.
No, Kenny said he wants
After
something.
the show, I'll be right down.
All right. Well, no, look, we're funning with you because you guys are great folks in our community. Chef Judy, now both of you former military folks?
That's
Yes,
correct.
we're both veterans.
All right, and so I'm going to take you one at a time here. We'll eventually get to the point where we're going to talk about the kids cooking. But for folks who are not familiar with you, I want to find out a little bit more. And I did a little bit of research on Chef Chris. Yeah, you know, I always like to have my information here. That's why I knew you were from Chicago.
He's actually from
yeah.
Fayetteville.
No, I mean, there's been time in time.
yeah,
So this was
yeah.
a great article that was written by the Fayetteville Observer. This was from March of 2022.
Wow, quite some time ago.
Yeah, see, hey, look, you come up in here, I'm going to know something about you.
I know that's
So
right.
I was very impressed reading this article. Jacob Pusio? Pussy? Whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it right. I should have done that. But great article from back then that gave a lot of background about you. Give us your military background and what you did.
I spent 9 years in the Army. I was actually a forward observer for the first half, and I reclassed to a 92 Alpha, which is unit supply.
Now hold on. Make sure everybody understands what the forward observer is.
Oh,
You know, a forward observer's life expectancy on a battlefield is pretty short.
Pretty sure, about 13
Get close to that
seconds,
microphone for us.
back in Vietnam era.
It was 13 seconds in Vietnam.
Yeah.
A forward observer is the guy who goes out front to see where the enemy is and say, "They're over here.
Drop the bombs.
Drop the bombs over
That's
here."
Right.
That's right. Well, all right. So you did that, and at what point did you say, "I think I'd better learn how to cook"?
Well, I've been cooking as long as I can remember. I used to cook for my parents, making breakfast in bed, cooking for my sisters. I even cooked for my battle buddies in the barracks and overseas. I was actually stationed in Okinawa, Japan. That's when I decided to pick up the chef hat for real.
All right. So you did yours that way, and Chef Judy, what's your military background?
So I went in at 17 years old, right after high school. I didn't have a college plan, and so I said I better do something and get out of my parents' house. And so I went in as a cook because I always loved cooking. I've been cooking since I was 9 years old. And I said I'm going to go in, I'm going to cook, I'm going to get some education, and then I'm going to figure out the rest. I didn't know that you could become a chef. I didn't know I would own several restaurants. I didn't know about the cooking classes, you know. And so it's just beautiful. My start was amazing, but then just to see it grow to where now I'm doing what I want in culinary.
You know, a lot of people don't understand that restaurants are a very tough business to operate because the margins are so thin.
Absolutely.
You know, you let the price of food go up. Your menu's already printed on what you're going to charge. It's difficult sometimes to make the margins adjust, and you got to adjust and just get through it. How you're able to do that, Judy?
Oh, it's tough. I'm so surprised I don't have more gray hair on my head. I really am. Restaurant is one of the hardest businesses out there, and but we keep figuring out ways to just make it work. You know, every week I'm reinventing myself. That's what I feel like.
All right, so the two of you right now have this program that's going to teach kids how to cook. Who wants to give me some background on what that's going to be?
Well, I'll start us out. So we're actually teaching adults and children, but here recently, some of the nonprofits have reached out to us, and they want to partner, and we're like, well, we're looking for sponsorship opportunities, and so. They've been wanting to sponsor some children, and we're like, we'll come on board. So we really started with the adult classes, and that's really kind of our passion. But one of my first businesses was a daycare center. And so I have a lot of patience for children. And Chef Chris got a bunch of kids. So
sure
he.
do.
Oh, no, hold on. He's throwing you under the
Right
bus.
under there.
So he's good with kids, and so it's just really working out so well. And one of the greatest feedbacks that we get is that we're very patient. We're very patient with the children, and we learned that patience really just from past experiences, but then working with adults. We're able to do what we do, but break it down to where even a 5-year-old child can understand and cook.
All right, Chef Chris, if somebody wants to be involved, how do they get in touch with you? How does that work?
If they want to come to a class,
Yeah.
chefcookingclass.com. Judy and I both on social media. Chef Judy on Instagram, Chef Chris DODSON on Instagram. We're always posting reels, highlights. Definitely can pop in and check out a class.
Well, what kind of things are kids learning to cook?
Man, my favorite class was the pizza class. We had fresh dough. We taught them how to stretch it out, made the pizza sauce, and they were so proud of their pizzas. The parents enjoyed the pizzas. I think that was probably my favorite.
How about for you, Chef Judy?
The fact that they were really good, the pizzas were really, really good. But I love the different components. So I love to show a child that you can make a protein, a starch, a vegetable, still make it healthy, still make it really good, but seeing it come to life and then being able to eat it right there. And the fact that they're so proud when they go to let their parents taste it, it's just kind of like, and then when their parents taste it, it's like, this is really good. It's not just, sometimes when kids are cooking, we just act like it's good.
Now, you said the parents are there. Where do you physically do this? Does it vary, or how's it work?
So we do the classes at Uptown's Chicken and Waffles, and most of the classes are held on Monday evenings or Saturday mornings. But here lately, we've started traveling. So we've taken the show on the road. And so tomorrow, we've partnered with Money Box. And so we'll be at Fayetteville Tech. And so we're going to cook with, 40
kids.
students.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, y'all were supposed to be here tomorrow. And then you said, wait a minute, I got to be at Fayetteville Tech. Could you get me in today? And that's why we made the adjustment to get you in here today, because we wanted to make sure folks got the information out about this. You said Uptown Chicken and Waffles, that's at the old Bordeaux shopping center. It used to be a Holiday Inn Bordeaux.
Absolutely.
And so that's where that one is located on Owen Drive. And then the fluctuating things where you kind of move around. How do you pick the spots where you're going to go, or how does that work?
So we've just been looking. We've been looking for spaces, and so we're asking small business owners that want to partner. I don't care if it's a wine bar. I don't care if it's a what else we've done. So just spaces that will allow us to be able to come in, set up. They need to have tables already, because we don't want to lug tables. But if they have tables and maybe even a retail space, that way their customers can still shop or dine or.
Well, how do you bring in the cooking stuff? Is that portable
We
stuff?
have portable.
Yeah, we pack it up. We very, very thoughtful with everything that we purchase and how we were able to pack things and organize in a way that we can take the show on the road. The forward thinking when we first thought about this idea was to be able to take the show on the road. We want to be able to come to you, to corporate events, to schools like we're doing. So we just pack it up and go.
What has been the response from the children, and what's the age range?
Okay, the age range is 5 to 12, and then 13 to 18. They love it. They love it. We have a lot of return children, children that's been coming every week, every other week. Every time we host a class, they're coming back because not only is it fun, but we're showing them how to cook in just a way where they can understand it, and it just tastes good. And so now you're getting the best of both worlds. You're watching it come to life, and then you get a chance to eat.
And cooking is a very big confidence builder.
Absolutely.
And you know, you're taught to cook with confidence, and seeing your work come together right before your eyes, and then you get that instant gratification from your parents and from your instructors. It's great.
Well,
for the
I think
children.
it's the instant gratification you get when you taste what you cook.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's nothing more rewarding than being able to prepare a meal for yourself. Mom's not home, you know, so now what am I going to do? A lot of people don't know how easy it is to make eggs or different things because they don't know what the sequence is or how long do you cook it or what the temperature should be or should I, you know, add something to the eggs, whatever it might be. So you go over all these basic things with children, and next thing you know, they're on their own doing their thing.
Absolutely, and
You
we
gotta be
provide
excited.
recipe cards for them as well. And so Chef Chris and I curate the menus and the recipe, and they're able to take it with them and cook it, you know, at home for the family. And so even the class that we're doing tomorrow, the teens will be able to go out and cook it for their families, but we're showing them how to prepare a meal for a family of 6 for less than $20.
Wow. Okay, look, I'm not a chef, but Kenny,
You've played one on TV.
I had played one on TV, and so I'm gonna give me one of these fancy, dancy chef things. They got me all chefed up here
You
and
need one of those
everything.
big
Look,
old chef
look,
hats.
thing all over like this and everything. But that doesn't mean you can cook. What means you can cook is you both have good reputations because you've proven that on all the competitions that you've run, and so we appreciate having Fayetteville jewels in here that we can highlight. And say, hey, look at our people. They went off and they've done big things here. Won some money in doing what your things. And,
Now that money is gone.
Hey, yeah, well, yeah.
We always have to put that disclaimer out there. The money is gone.
Because look, all of a sudden, Chef Judy said, Cousin Jones called and said, I heard you on Gilbert Bay's about the money. Could you loan me $5,000? But it wasn't even about the money. It's about the notoriety that you have. And that's still with you because you sure claim the fame. So we appreciate you. One last time here, if folks want to get involved with this program, what do they need to do? Who should they call? Ghostbusters? What happens here?
You can call us. You can register on chefcookingclasses.com. Reach Chef Judy at Chef Judy on Instagram and Chef Chris Dodson on Instagram to find myself.
All right, we appreciate both of you. This is a podcast. When you leave here, we'll send you a link to it and use this to promote yourself anywhere that you like.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
appreciate that.
sir.
All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast right now with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 90 degrees. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 70, and Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 96. The heat will continue through the weekend with summer-like chances for rain and thunderstorms almost every afternoon and evening. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, the temperature's been holding pretty steady. We're 68 degrees in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green's biggest sale of the year is here, so you can stop wasting your weekends doing your own lawn care. Sign up to get 50% off lawn care this summer and let the pros do the work. Sign up at truegreen.com by June 23rd to get 50% off this summer. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Fayetteville's first radio station and still first in serving our community. News Talk 640 WFNC. Now in high def at 1